So we spent Sunday going over Open Ashi. So what I want to do today is go into Reaping Ashi, or so in this particular case what's called an inside Ashi. So reaping, first of all, is anytime I have the foot kind of fixed and my foot goes across his hips like this. Okay, the minute I do that, I am reaping. It is this foot that's the important one as well, okay? So anytime it's going from the outside to the inside, that is called reaping, okay? If I go the other way, that's not reaping, and this is, as far as I know, in every rule set, perfectly okay. So this is not legal in a couple of rule sets. IBJJF is the most important one. This is the one that at the very least, it's not allowed in gi and only allowed in no-gi adult brown belt and above. Okay? So just kind of, that's an explanation of what reaping is. So anytime my foot comes across like this and I've got the foot covered, very important detail, this is reaping. I am not reaping now because the foot is free. Okay? Reaping, not reaping, reaping, not reaping, okay?
If you would take with one hand, it's reaping?
Yeah, the minute I have contact, the minute the foot is in any way fixed, that's reaping.
It's just
yeah, reaping, not reaping. Reaping, I am now reaping, okay? So, first thing I want to do,
the foot doesn't have to be under the tie?
No, this would also be reaping. This is, however, dumb for me because in a rule set where reaping is allowed, heel hooks are normally allowed, and I am right now giving him a heel hook. So this is just, yeah, exactly. This is bad for me, so yeah, exactly. So that's why I would always advise if you can kind of tuck it under this leg like this, okay? So that's what reaping means. So anytime you hear someone say reaping, this is what they're talking about. The position of this foot does not matter. This would be reaping. This would also be reaping. So this is actually a little bit worse for him. So both of these are reaping, okay? So I want to, right now for just today, I just want to focus on this one position right here, where we have the foot on this side and we're reaping. This specific one is known in a lot of circles also as cross ashi, because he is going across my body, okay? So the first thing I want us to do is just like what we did with the inside, with the open ashi, I want us to work on just maximizing our stability. We're maybe going to get to a submission today, but it's more important for me right now that we really focus on getting this position a lot more solid. Because I think people get out of leg locks really easily nowadays because people aren't learning how to really control anymore. They're just kind of, oh, I have a hook, heel hook, heel hook, heel hook. And no one's really practicing how to control. So the first thing I want to do to maximize control is I want to get rid of this space. Okay, if I can do this, I probably don't have a lot of control. So the first thing I can do to solve that is just pinch my legs together. That's automatically a lot tighter for you as a young. Okay? Yeah. And just like what we did with open ashi, I want to clamp my elbow to my wrists, to my ribs, and I want to put some tension in my body. So now everything feels a lot tighter, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, so try to just get out there. Yeah, okay. So with this ashi, I also have the advantage that I have a little bit of control over this leg already with my feet. Okay, we're going to go into more maximizing that control later, but right now I just want you to practice this. We pinch our legs tight together, clamp the elbow to the ribs, put some tension in the body, and let them kind of play around with the position a bit. Okay? So, no time limit, just play around. And again, I want us to get stable in these positions. My goal is we get someone's leg, they don't get it back. So the minute we get someone's leg, ideally, fight should be over. We win. Okay? So let's play around with that, and then we'll start adding a couple of elements that increase our control. So we were talking about maintaining, so first of all, if all you're doing, just to be quite honest, this is, we're building this up step by step. If all I'm doing in order to maintain cross-ashi is this, I'm eventually going to lose this battle, okay? Because he still has, yeah, exactly. He will eventually get his foot free. I have a lot of limbs on one limb of his, and he has 3 limbs that are basically free, okay? So, and also, if he's able to stand up, yeah, this is going to make things really hard for me as well, because now gravity is fighting against me. Okay, sit back down. So, how we can level up our control then, okay? So this is normally where we're going to enter into cross-ashi, and like I was saying with open ashi, the best habit you can get in is to immediately start going for that other leg and get a control. Okay, the minute I get here, try to get up.
I would have to fight this first.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, just trying to move around. Don't try to break my grips right now, just try to. Okay,
It's a sprinting ball.
Yeah, if I get the second leg, that's going to, as you can see, that kind of skyrockets my control. Really important, I see people try to get to the second leg like this. I don't like this, because this arm is now, he can grab my arm and grab, no, just take it, no, just take a grip. I don't, just scoop grip this arm.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, exactly. So that arm is, you want this arm, the arm that's closer to him, to be basically kind of hidden. If I bring that arm under here, yeah. Now, and all I have to do now to prevent this pinch grip is just pinch my elbow to my ribs, and yeah. And he's not getting that arm now. Okay? The best he can do is hand fight here, but even still, that's going to be hard to break my grip. Okay? So, obviously not impossible, but this makes things a lot harder for him. Okay? So, now let's add that, controlling the second leg, scoop grip with the near side arm, and getting into basically sort of a rear naked grip, and using that to control both legs. So that basically he gets stuck in both legs and gets turned around. Because, as you probably noticed when you were trying to get out, most of the counter movements that he's doing to these positions is with the other leg. So if I'm just doing this and I'm not controlling that other leg, it's that leg that's causing most of my problems.
I can turn.
Yeah, exactly. You can turn out, you can stand up. If I just control that one leg, I wedge him in here really good. He's not going anywhere. Okay. That's why you'll see a lot of people, once you get into this position, they immediately post that foot as far away as they can. Not even farther. Like, yeah, because they want me to have as hard a time getting this foot as I can. Okay? So, does that look clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's add that now. Going to cross ashi, take our rear naked grip on the other leg, and then we'll play around with that, and then we'll go to something that's fun for the guy putting the person in cross ashi, but sucks for the guy in the cross ashi. That one's looking good. So, and some of you have already kind of noticed one of the main prime principles of defense in general is when we're here, that Jiu-Jitsu doesn't work if my opponent stands up. Yeah. So, and here again, gravity is against me, and I start losing my control. Okay, go back. Go back to the ground. Okay, so something I can do to keep that from happening, is to use what Gary Cohn calls the shin to balls method, or as Jan has lately, has today coined the term ball control. So instead of I'm just going to go foot on foot, and I'm going to push. And I'm very sorry, this is not going to be pleasant. So, and now I'm trying to stand up.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah, because I'm pushing your hips down. You can't get your hips up.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now let's add.
Pushing.
Yeah, exactly. So now let's add ball control to keep our opponent from standing up. So that is, I'm going to make that a popular term in Jiu-Jitsu, ball control. Something we did in the last video, last class, is the leg knotting. Okay, this is something I'm working on as well. I've seen Jason Rau use this a lot lately, so this is a legitimate control position. It's harder to get, but once you get it, you are golden. Okay, it's probably the best control you can have. So we're going from our double leg control. I want to punch this arm a bit deeper. And now with this arm, I'm going to come up under his leg and kind of grab into this knee. Okay? And notice how his foot is out like this and his legs are crossed. Okay? And I want to maximize this distance between this leg and this knee. And now I take it down. Actually, no, I messed it up. So, what I want to do is come up into him, snag that leg with my knee, and now I have what's called the Rau trap. And try to get up.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah. I have control of both legs now with just my legs. I have both arms free now. Cool thing is I can do a lot of stuff in here. Okay. And yes, that crushes his balls too.
And this, my own leg is crushing on my
Yeah. It takes getting used to get into that position. I will freely admit I'm working on it myself. This is one of the things I'm trying to integrate in my game. And it's something I don't see a lot of people doing, honestly. I see Jason Rau use this one, for example, and that's kind of about it. I don't see a lot of people. I've seen some people on Instagram implementing it as well. Again, it's a longer phase. It's harder to get than just your simple cross and control, but again, once you get it, it's just like if you're in the Z-lock. You get it, you can spend the whole day in there. I'm not saying it's impossible to get out, but no one's really working on it, so no one's really working on escapes to it right now. So it's kind of I guess you could say sort of cutting edge with leg locks right now. So a lot of people aren't doing it, so if you integrate something like that into your game, you have a noted advantage. Okay? So showing it one more time. So again, we just go from here, same thing we were doing before. And in order to make sure, the main thing I want to make sure I do is I want to make sure this foot gets pushed down and in this direction. So I don't want to come here, because now I'm not going to be able to grab the foot with my leg. Because it's too far away. If I try, I'm going to lose control. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay? So from here, I want to make sure that this arm comes under his leg, under his knee, and I like to grab his own leg. Okay? That's making sure that this foot is far away from that foot and grants me the chance to get up, and I can crush the balls a bit again. And the minute I get that foot wedged into my knee, like this, okay, now I can fall back down, straighten my leg through, hook it in, and now I can root my arms. Okay? And once I'm here, he's kind of fucked. Again, I'm not saying it's impossible to get up, but you're kind of fucked.
Do you want this on camera?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Turning around, getting the other side. So, no, other way. Okay, so we're here. This arm goes down, grabs the leg. This hand can be kind of free. If you can grab your own shoulder, you do. Your foot goes under you, you lean forward, and hook in with your knee. Kick through. And now I want to do like this. I have a minor calf crusher here. I can easily knee bar him. I can poke his nose if I want.
Yeah, no, we can start that.
Exactly. Okay, so I have wonderful submission opportunities for you. So this is probably one of the best positions you can be in for leg locks. Okay? So let's drill that a bit, and then we'll do some games to help make us understand and use control concepts, okay? So let's work on that a bit.